This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Harley Race.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
This is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner, around the world, welcome to the first installment of our weekly Sunday night Crucial Conflict Wrestling interview series. And what a guest to have with me right now. You're talking about one of the greatest big men, the greatest badass in the history of professional wrestling. I believe a 17-time World Heavyweight Champion, the man they call Vader. How are you, my friend?
Good, sir. How are you?
Oh, great to talk to you. The countdown is on. The announcements have been made, and it's going to be a fantastic... I'm sorry?
May 9th in Nashville, North Carolina. Yeah, we're getting ready to get it on.
The U.S. Cellular Arena, we're inviting 7,000 of our greatest friends in the area to come on out and enjoy some great professional wrestling. Not only are the fans going to be able to experience interacting with the superstars and legends before the event, but for the athletes in the back in the locker room, you're going to have a great presence with them as far as trying to teach them professional wrestling the way it was meant to be communicated.
Well, I think CCW has taken it back a little bit old school. More of a Japanese style of my era with the Noki and Baba. More of a WCW style. Back during, I guess I would say, pre-Hulk Hogan, pre-Ric Flair, before they came back with myself and Sting and Ron Simmons and Rick Rude and Davey Boy, that type, that style. So, we're not going back to the 1900s, but trying to take it back, get more real, more realistic, more athleticism. Put the emphasis in the ring where it should be.
Absolutely. Well, we just mentioned that you're going to be working with some of the younger athletes that are up and coming. Who was some of your greatest influence when you broke into professional wrestling over your first couple of years?
I was extremely fortunate. I had a great mentor in Brad Riggins starting off. He ran a school in Minnesota, and obviously I broke in down there with him. He was a legitimate 1979 world champion in Greco-Roman, and talk about a badass. That was a legitimate badass, Brad Riggins. And then, moving on to Europe and Mexico, and then going over to Inoki, and which was, when we're talking 87, I think, when I got to Inoki, and they were flat out. I mean, they were all about, they were very serious professional wrestlers. Let me put it that way. In that era, the Choshus and the Inokis and Fujinamis, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, I was very fortunate, and then obviously coming back to America in the WCW and the big feuds I had down there with Sting and Ron Simmons, Cactus Jack, et cetera, and being able to have a manager like a Hardy Race, because this guy was 7, 8, 9-time NWA champion and was legitimate. This was as tough as anybody in the ring, out of the ring, and every hold in the book, every spot in the book. So for me, it was like like traveling with an encyclopedia of knowledge. So
Right, yeah.
over my 32 years of 33, 34, I really lost count, but I've got a unique flavor from Europe to Mexico to Japan to America, and then having Americans like Brad Riggins and Harley Race coach me. So I think my ability to coach these young men and put them in the proper directive, because these guys are, they're not green and experienced wrestlers. These guys are new to the national perspective, but we have experience coming in. These guys have wrestled. They're big, strong, they're athletic, and I'm excited to be part of it.
Unbelievable. Let me ask you this, my friend. What do you want to see from the athletes that you're going to see in the locker room? At this day and age, it's far different from the quote-unquote old school era that you broke in. Virtually everybody in this 2015 era, they can just go to a wrestling school, plop down a couple $100, and all of a sudden it's like Little League Baseball. They get to play a couple of innings. This, in the world of Crucial Conflict Wrestling, we're trying to accomplish something a little bit more serious, a little bit more focused, with the destination in mind. What would you like to see from the athletes in the back before they even arrive at the arena on May 9th?
Well, for me, this is a brand new product. It's new to this generation of wrestling fans, period. And it's not typical wrestling you see on Monday or Thursday nights, and the proof will be the pudding. But we have the athletes to accomplish what our goal is, what we're setting out to do. And for me, obviously, these young men, they have to have the desire and the will and all the things that are necessary. You've got to put the time in the gym. You've got to put the time in the ring, and get the job done. Period.
Well, it's an outstanding opportunity for any one of those athletes to be able to learn from the greats such as yourself, Ricky Morton, and even Al Snow, who's with the TNA brand right now, doing the exact same kind of work. Where do you think the ultimate destination for a company like this can go? Can a company succeed, do you think, in this date and time, focusing on these unproven young athletes that maybe have a little bit more motivation and drive, maybe a little bit something more to prove than those that are known commodities right now?
Well, these guys are hungry, and they're hungry. They're extremely willing, extremely aggressive, and again, it's the proof is in the pudding, and we have to, before we can say exactly what we're going to do and what we're not going to do, I think we have to see them tested under fire in front of a big crowd and see how they perform and move on. And certainly my job is, one of my responsibilities is to try to help them in that direction, move them forward to where they're, they have the in-ring experience in front of 70,000 people. And certainly throughout my career, I've been involved in WrestleManias and Tokyo Domes and big shows all over the world. So that's, I believe, in all things, it's for me, it's not any one thing. It's the accumulation of the little things. And at first we're going to eliminate mistakes and concentrate on the positive and move forward and see how it goes. But we're at the very beginning at this point.
Absolutely. It's like a brand new baby coming out of the womb. I think that's why I'm so excited about an endeavor like this. But last but not least, Len, I wanted to ask you, every time we do an interview like this with different folks, what were some of your great memories down in North Carolina? You spent a lot of time there when you were in WCW. Bring the fans back to the area through your eyes a little bit.
North Carolina, we obviously, as a member of the WCW, we did a lot of wrestling in North Carolina, in the South, and a great fan base, enthusiastic fans are what it's all about. And I think North Carolina, as in the South, if you put a product that's worthy, they'll come, and that's the important thing. May 9th, we're starting off again in Nashville, and you said it was the Cellular Center, is that right?
U.S. Cellular Arena, brother.
Yeah. Hey, if you have the product, they will come. So I'm here to tell you, we have the product.
Unbelievable. Vader, if the fans out there haven't seen it yet, again, we are live in Asheville, North Carolina, Saturday night, May the 9th. It's going to have interactive question and answer sessions, autograph and photo meet and greets. Those are just the appetizers before we get to the main event, which is outstanding in-ring professional wrestling with the superstars of tomorrow. This man on the phone right now is going to be one of the star agents, along with Ricky Morton and Al Snow, to help guide these, raw meat, get them ready for the grill. And after that, it's just going to be a great experience for the fans. And the best of all, there's no charge for the tickets. You can't do better than free.
Well, that's what it is. They're actually, this show is free. This first one coming up, right?
Correct.
May 9th. Wow. Unbelievable. What an opportunity to come out and get introduced to a new group, a new generation of wrestlers. And, you get a free ticket. That's not a bad deal.
Not at all. Yourself, you'll be there. You'll be joined by Morton and Al Snow. We'll also have on hand Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the Boogeyman, a host of others. It's going to be a great, fun night. Bring the whole family. Again, the price is right, and you can meet the legends and experience the future. That's the best part of it, in my opinion. Any final thoughts, Vader?
Hey, man, leave the May night. Don't miss it. And we're going to have a good time. We're anxious to get started. Get what would be the term here? Get the show on the road, man.
There you go. Less than 2 months. It'll be great. Fans, next Sunday night we'll be back with another featured superstar coming to the world of Crucial Conflict Wrestling. Until we speak again, be well.